All right. So that's a lot about single family. But what is a syndication? What is this thing we're talking about, syndication? We're going to compare this to. So in syndications, you have two different groups of people. You have the general partners over here, okay, and the limited partners over here. And you guys, as I mentioned, anybody can buy a duplex and rent it out, okay? Um, but then you become the landlord. You got to deal with the tenants, toilets, termites, all of those things that we just talked about, okay? In a syndication, the general partners handle all of that. You come in as a limited partner or an LP, okay? As an LP, you really only have a few jobs, okay? So we'll talk in a minute about mistakes people make, but you've got to vet the deal and vet the sponsor, right? And that's the first and most important job. Make sure that this investment fits your goals and your plans. But after you've invested your money, you really only have three jobs, okay? And we'll cover this more in a few minutes, right? But you have to read the investor update that comes out every month, sometimes every quarter. You have to deposit the money in your account, and you have to send the tax documents called a K-1 to your accountant at the end of the year. Really, those three things are the only thing you have to do. And you know what? If you ask me nice, I'll do the last two for you, but I can't really read the investor update for you. That really doesn't do much good. So if you have limited responsibility as a limited partner, the general partners take on all of the other responsibilities. They're running the day-to-day, they're making sure all the tenants are taken care of, they're getting those 4 a.m. phone calls from the police, they're dealing with the insurance claims, they're dealing with all of the stuff that you don't do, right? Because you're a limited partner. There's also something to understand about risk here, right? As a limited partner versus a general partner. As a limited partner, your risk is limited to the amount of money you have invested in this deal. Okay? Go back to the single family days, you have all the risk, right? If you get sued, you're getting sued. If the building burns down, you have to deal with that. If you lose money in a month, you have to deal with that, right? You take on all of the risks, and at the end of the day, you have to pay all the bills no matter what. Well, that's exactly what general partners do in a syndication. You have limited risk. Your risk is only the amount you've invested. General partners take on all that other risk. Something to think about.